welcome to this week's vlog. We've got a very autumnal morning. It's super misty and it has been so cold this week. Well, I kind of like the cold because I'm a weirdo, but yeah. So today we are going to walk the cross-country course with Spud. This will be Spud's first time like going on a little cross-country walk because we have a competition tomorrow with Donovan. Not Finley, Finley's good. But we are doing our first ever jumping competition. I haven't really shown too much of Donny's jumping because he's not amazing. No offence, Don. No offence. Go away, boys. Finny, you're the best, aren't you? Yeah, you're the best. Hi, Don. Hi. So yeah, we're going to take Donny and do a hunter trial tomorrow, but we're just going to do a clear round class, so it's not like a competition. Just a chance to get a clear round around the jumps. Well, have an attempt at jumping some cross-country jumps. Don't bite my hat. And there's a local competition on tomorrow at Lexham, which happens to be the first ever course I took Will to. There is a video on here somewhere of Will doing his first ever cross-country competition, and we've chosen this event because they start really small, and they do a 35 class, a 65 class and a 75 class. Oh god, what are they doing? Made me jump. Can we not? And I've entered Donny for the 65 competition because, you know, 35 is way too small and 75 is a bit big. We haven't actually jumped anything over 60 yet. We've only been cross-country schooling at Horseshoe Farm, where the jumps are super tiny and they're all very close together, so we haven't had a chance to like go cantering round. But tomorrow's event is basically just a chance at trying to get him around some cross-country jumps and see what he does. Hi, Finley. Finley's in a sulk. Bye then. So yeah, we're going to go walk the course and have a look at what the jumps are like. Usually they have quite a few ditches here and a water crossing, but they've already said due to the amount of rain we've had, they're not going to do the water crossing. But hopefully the lorry doesn't get stuck. But we're going to head up there this morning to go check out the course, have a walk round, and I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone and take Spud for a walk round there and see how he does with pulling my arms out round there. He is totally jealous, because Finley is basically doing boring activities over winter, like dressage, ready for London, because we don't want you getting too excited, and I don't want him like eventing or hunting fit. I want him to remain a calm, pretty little show pony. Yes, and Donny needs to get out of his calm, pretty mode and travel forwards and behave and not buck. Good boy. Okay, well, we best get down to Lexham. Who wants some very out of breath, badly filmed cross-country jumps? Slightly. Good boy. So this is fence 4 and it looks like you literally turn a loop to fence 5, and this was the one Will really didn't like when I brought him the first time, so I just need to remember to come round, give myself plenty of room, because this has a little drop on the other side. They have said you must walk otherwise you lose points, and now we've got to find our next fence. And it's already quite muddy, so yes, Spud, he's nuts. The ground's really good under here, but the main problem is the trees, because I am on a big horse. I don't want to get decapitated. And then swoop back round to come to this one, which looks like a wide sort of water troughy thing. Yeah. This dog is my baby, but this isn't so much fun when he's just pulling my arms out. This is probably the biggest one we might have seen so far. And I don't love this very much because it's just a rail, and Donny has broken a few rails before. But I like the log underneath. I think Spud's really enjoying his walk. Oh my god. Is the course all walked in this very autumnal weather, and hopefully it dries out a little bit for tomorrow, but a bit scary if you're coming in a big lorry because there's already like skid prints from cars. Sorry, dog's still pulling my arm out. We're gonna go dry him off. I think Spud really enjoyed his course walk. Did you enjoy that? Yeah. No escaping. Thank you. Look how wet he is. So we're now in the lorry. We're just gonna go get some fuel, so we're all sorted for tomorrow, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning, bright and ready for our hunter trial. Good morning everyone, it is hunter trial day. We had a lot more rain last night, so I think the course is going to be really wet, but all I can do is give it a go. This is our first time ever doing a jump competition, and I just need to be positive, and if I only get around 3 fences, then you know it'll be a learning curve on my riding and what we need to work on really. I mean, he's never going to be a show jumper, I know that, but if we can get round a few little jumps and him behave well, yeah, we'll just see how it goes. You know, it's just a learning curve today, but yeah, hopefully we don't get the lorry stuck because it's looking likely. You've got a scab there. You all right, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, but just also a little bit nervous because you never know how Donny's going to jump a fence. He's very green. He could jump it huge and you end up sort of hanging on for dear life, or he could not bother and nearly fall over the fence. So we're now going to load him up and we'll see you when we get there. Arrived at Lexham. We've parked right up out of the way, away from all the other horses, and I'm just going to quietly school him, stay super calm, and go on the basis that if there's any jobs we don't want to do, we're not going to do them. We're not going to push ourselves. We're just going to have fun and hope for the best. So I thought I'd do a little voiceover of Donny's round. We come into this a bit wobbly. He was a bit unsure and all over the place, but he was going forwards and he jumped the fence really nicely. So as we were approaching fence 2, the ambulance person jumped out of their car and scared the heebie-jeebies out of Donovan. Bless him, and I nearly come off. So that wasn't funny, but I just let him walk a moment, have a look and realise that it was just a person jumping out of their car. Then moved on to fence 2, and he jumped this one really nicely too. It was just a shame that really sort of shook him up a little bit. Fence 3 was the triple of logs, and I made a little joke here, the photographer. I said, you're not going to jump out as well. So we had to jump down over these rails, and then there was a log in the middle, and then another set of rails jumping out, which he managed really nicely, and he was really getting into the hang of things by then. The next fence on the course was the smallest jump, yet he jumped it absolutely ginormous. Like with Donny, you just never ever know what you're going to get. So he's locked on here and he's like, ooh, jumps it freaking huge. But really happy with how he's going. Yes, the round is very green, wobbly and novice-y, but he's going forwards and he's doing what I'm asking and just being very, very genuine. This one was the one I was slightly worried about because it's a jump downhill and it's sort of bigger than the other ones. But he managed it really well, landed, picked up canter, and then threw in a few cheeky bucks, obviously, because it's just very exciting. Donny loves cantering into jumps and does get a bit yee-haw, which is why we're just trotting around nicely. Next, the little hay feeder, I mean, didn't even look at that. And then we trotted over to the bridge, which we had to walk over. That was in the rules because it was concrete. And he was really good about that because I don't think we've ever attempted to walk him over a bridge before. And we just walked and had a little chill moment before picking up trot and heading round to the next bit of the course, which was up round these trees and over the little brush fence, which he also popped really nicely. It was just very, very muddy up there, and you could hear his feet like going squelch, squelch, squelch in the mud. So I did take it really steady. We've missed out some of the jumps because Mum literally can't get around the course big enough, quick enough. But yeah, he jumped that half really nicely. I was very proud of him, and he felt like he was getting more and more confident as we were getting around the course. And when we went over this bridge, we actually passed another pony on the course. So he did really well, like not to be nappy or lose focus on what we were doing. Little tyres and the little water drums jumped really sweetly. Then we moved on to this triple, which he jumped the first part. He got a bit confused with the ditch, so we just sort of walked him over and then trotted him over the roll top. So overall, really, really happy with the way he jumped. This is the last jump on the course, these little tyres, and he was absolutely super. So we have just finished our 65 cross country, and I am the proudest mum of this horse. He was so genuine. We had a bit of a horrendous start, which I don't know whether we got on film. But basically the pony that went before us, the little boy fell off at fence 2 and the pony came charging back at us. He was rearing, rodeoing on the spot, absolutely terrified of this little pony coming charging at him. Anyway, they collected the pony and took it off the course, but then of course he's like all upset. So we jumped fence 1, a bit wobbly. Fence 2, jumped that, but as we were coming up to it, the air ambulance person opened the car door and he shot out the side, so we had to sort of loop back, wobbly enough as it is without people helping. Through the woods was really nice, the triple combination where he jumped down over a little log, over the next one, and then over some little tubies, not a problem. And then 5 was the Palisades, which I was a bit worried about, and I was thinking, do I avoid it, do I do it? And I thought, just do it, push him. He jumped it huge, had a little bronc afterwards, but we got back control. And yeah, made it around the whole course, jumped all of them, no problem. And he's been really, really good boy. He actually jumped the fences really nicely. We just trotted around and went quite steady because the ground was really not great. Just very lumpy in places, and he was tripping over a bit. But yeah, I'm so proud of him. He was just the most genuine horse, just trying his best over the fences. Didn't look at anything, just didn't like the people helping. But yeah, very proud. We're now finished. I'm literally just dumped Donny in a stable, but I thought I'd come in here. Look at my blankets everywhere. Come in here for a sunrise as it's raining. I would hate to be jumping in this now. I got stuck in the mud as I left, which was fun. I actually had to take Donny out of the horse box and then drive up to the road and then load him on the road. And we were so lucky because there was horse boxes stuck left, right and centre, and they had no tractor to pull anyone out. So we did very, very well to actually get off the field alive. But I've been so proud of Donny today. Yes, it was very, very messy. Yeah, but we jumped the whole course and stayed on. There was a few yee-haws in between, but I am so proud of him because he was just so genuine about everything. And with that pony at the start coming charging at him whilst he was waiting like in the little start box, yeah, I mean that's enough to put quite a lot of horses off, let alone like a 5-year-old. So I'm really proud of the way he managed to just get on with it rather than let that bother him for the full course. Anyway, I'm going to put Donny back in the field, go get a hot chocolate or something because it's just bloody miserable out there. But yeah, I've had a really nice day and I hope you've enjoyed watching our hunter trial vlog. Hopefully there'll be more to come if they come up over winter. But yeah, today's been great. Yeah, see you guys next week and thank you so much for watching our channel. Bye.